Valley. I guess what I'm doing with these 2 videos right now is kind of mentally preparing myself for like media scrums and interviews and type shit where like I'm coming out of the arena and I have all these fucking cameras in my face. Right? And you gotta be on top of that. You gotta be like picture focus, laser focus is what I was trying to say. It's been a very weird day. Touching light. Man, none, bitch, you know I told him pole. With 6'9", bitch, you know I told him pole. Told him pole, told him pole, told him pole. When I'm down, we gon' let that shit go. Let it go, let it go. Let it go, let it go, got the scope. 2 3s in that pull up so you know. Let it go, let it go. As the dome. You gotta fall up at your home. Home alone. So I'm here to my song. No one knows. Tell me what you want. You gotta say, 14, yeah. I'm meant to be fucking ignorant on stage, man. Doing big shit. Get your wig split. Go 5-4 left the big bitch. We don't miss shit. We don't hit split. Hollow tips hit you where the wig's at. Song is so funny. Poles 1469 by Trippy Red 69. Like Trippy's got his flow and he does his little thing, and then 6ix9ine just like jumps on that bitch and's fucking yelling and shit, bro. Oh, and that shit's amped, bro. That shit gets me fucking juiced to the gills. Bitch, you know it's hard to pole. I'm talking down, bitch, you know it's hard to pole. We don't let this shit go. Let it go, let it go, let it go. Got the scope, got the scope, got the scope. 2 3s and I pull it to Joe. Let it go, we don't let that shit go. I got a new Mercedes, bitch, and I ain't paid for it. Damn. The flows like come to me, but like, cause I'm slowed down because of the zoots, it like, the processing time for my brain to get it out and shit, it just isn't there, so I'm gonna have to write some shit down. Yeah. And I want to. See bitches on my dick. Bitches on my dick. Bitches on my dick. Bitches on my dick. Say what you want to do. Say what you want to do. Say what you want to do. Look at it. Hey. All the crazy bitches, shit like my bitches. I'm a lazy rich, so a lazy dicker. So the president, from the help in the help in the. Okay. Look at it. Look at it. Make some sounds. Go to the zoo. Yeah, no, she's fallen. I'm just kind of dicking around. I'm not really like, I don't know. There might be a couple sounds that I hear go together, and then I'll be like, okay, I can build a song around that. I'm not really trying to make like a song per se right now, because I've already have a couple. I've been working on some shit. None of it's great. None of it's really good, even, honestly, but let's start over. Actually, I kind of am proud of this. And it's not finished. It's just kind of the first thing I was able to like pull together with all these notes, like all the. I wish I had an Apple Vision Pro. I'll get one day. But if I can do GarageBand in real time, like something I didn't even think about at all. And I was like, I kind of want one anyway because it's cool, it's Apple, and I fuck with Apple, whatever. But here's the thing, if I can have that fucking goggle set and in real time, be able to make, like, have the fucking GarageBand in front of me and be able to move and, integrate my fucking self into that. Dog, we're gonna take over the fucking world. All my homies gonna eat. All my homies gonna be in private jets. All my homies, like, we're gonna be flying across the country to link up with each other. I'm like, oh, hey, where you at, bud? Oh, I'm in New York. Oh, cool. My plane lands in 2 hours. I'll be there. That type of shit is going to become a reality soon, and I've been watching Ric Flair and idolizing Ric Flair my whole life, and kind of like getting a taste outside looking in. All the bright lights, the fast cars, the Rolex watches, alligator shoes, you know, all that shit. I'm not gonna get too hyped, too amped, and cut a fucking Ric Flair promo right now, but he was living the gimmick, brother. Like, private jets, long limousines, pretty bitches, getting fucked up around the world, bro. Yes, let's go. I cannot wait to expand my enterprises outside of the continental United States, because fuck the United States, bro. On God, bro, I would be any other country in the world. And some jackass is gonna like, oh, what about Chad or Sudan or what? You know what? I would probably appreciate what I had coming from America, going to there. But like, I'm not going to no shitty ass fucking third world country. I'm going to the countries that matter. I'm going to the places that matter. I'm not going to no fucking bum fuck ass like swamp cannibals nesting thing where I'm gonna get raped in the fucking jungle. Boom, boom. All right. So y'all kind of hurt. Okay, so that's what y'all been hearing on that loop. That's kind of that was my first song, like the first song I put together in GarageBand by myself. And some of this shit's kind of like offbeat, kind of not really all that great, whatever, you know. But it's the journey that we're going. Like all these little bullshit notes. Like, none of this means nothing right now. But like, all of you guys are a part of like history. You guys are witnessing. And those of you that watch my videos as I do them, I infinitely appreciate that forever. Because without you guys, I wouldn't really, there's no me without y'all. And okay. Kind of like a build from here. Oh. Alright, we're gonna try. I want to do like a voice recorder real quick. Tracks. Alright. Alien communication. I wish I could like hear them before I fucking committed to it, you know? there's not really like a backtracking to this. So I need to be able to scream like loud, and being inside of a fucking complex is not. Alright, let's try it. You came to me in a dream last night. Oh my god. I need. There has to be something I can like. I probably can plug a microphone into this real time and do that. That shit sounds so fucking good. Like all of these compressions and shit sound so good. Okay, compressed and punch. My life starts with you. Yeah, that's not good. Let's... Zero pitch. So right, Lord, I am thy land, alright, boy, that's horrible, but I'm just getting. I need a sound bite so I can hear what these clips sound like. Okay, so I'm gonna share a story with you guys. The first time I saw Chelsea Grin live in concert was with my good buddy Sheldon that passed away in 2016. And it was one of the craziest like experiences going to that show. Because first of all, we weren't really familiar with the area we were going to. We were going from like Russellville, Arkansas to Little Rock, Arkansas. And there was a venue. I don't fucking remember the name of the venue. I don't remember. There's a lot of stuff I don't remember, but I do remember a lot of things too. But like we're going, and like this is 2007, 2008-ish. So we're like 13, 14 years old. No. Hold up. 14, 15 years old. Like my dad let me start a drive when I was like 14, but we didn't really go out of town like that. So I had to be in, it was like we were 16 for sure, 15, 16. Teenagers. Like, and this is around the time that Tom Toms are like being popular or like coming out, and like the GPS navigation system and shit. So we thought we had it down. We in MapQuest, we had it printed out on paper, like, oh, we're just follow this road, and we ended up missing like the exit and like getting lost and turned around or whatever. And it was really weird. It was like one of those scenes in a movie, like where like everybody's getting set up and this thing is happening, and I was like freaking out. I was like, fuck, we're gonna miss the show, and it was Whitechapel and Chelsea Grin. I think Oceana was on that show, maybe. I have to really like dig in my brain to like encapsulate those memories, but we got lost with the MapQuest, and then I had the TomTom, and like we tried to figure it out, and it was so new, like the technology was like so new at the time that like some of the roads that were some of the roads that were like on the MapQuest or whatever, like had been updated or changed or like constructed, and it just turned into a big ordeal, and we were freaking out, and we thought we were missing the show, and like we ended up pulling up and getting there and walking in, and it was like just bringing pieces together in a puzzle. It was like the second we walked in the door, the China symbol, like, and it was like the first like song of the first opening band was like smashing the China symbol, boom, 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 and it was just like that moment, like kind of like I don't know, stuck with us so much so that we both ended up getting Chelsea Grin inspired tattoos. I can't really see it. This key is from, is that where it is? Yeah, I can't even see it sometimes. There's a key right here that was on the Chelsea Grin album, and it was really weird because that was the first time I'd seen them, Chelsea Grin live, and at the time I didn't know that like Alex Kohler was essentially me, like just an older version of me, right? And like so and then we fast forward a couple of years, and we're in Denver, and the Ogden Theater, I remember this shit very vividly. Dark Tranquillity was performing that night, and I didn't have anybody to go with. Nobody wanted, like, I think the homies that would have wanted to go was like at work or couldn't go or whatever the fuck the case was. And it was like, for me at that time, like I'd been following Dark Tranquillity for like many years, and like I really really loved their shit and really wanted to hear like them live, right? So we do that, It was on Valentine's Day. And that same weekend, and if I'm wrong here, like, someone will correct me later, because my timeline's kind of compressed together. But there was a show in Denver, Colorado. Chelsea Grin played, and they, I don't know the connection to like how, like, so Pablo, the drummer, I guess, and my cousin Josh were like friends or mutuals, or had a mutual friend, or I don't really know, something like that brought them together. And so like they had VIP tickets to the show, and um shit, where was I going with that? The VIP tickets. Oh yeah, and they had them like backstage and stuff, and I missed that show, and I can't remember if that was the same night as Dark Tranquillity, or if that was like, if it was happening the same night at a different venue, or if it was like like the next night, next couple nights, and I had to work or some shit. But anyway, they played a show in Denver, and I guess they needed a place to like chill out and crash for a little bit, so Pablo and I think Alex was there too, but I was so like starstruck and kind of like awkward and socially fucking stupid and retarded and shit that I was like, I didn't, like, no way, dude, Chelsea Grin's not at my house right now, like, no fucking way. And I was downstairs in this room, and I just like wouldn't come up there to like smoke with them or anything, because I was so fucking weird and awkward and anxious, and like I didn't want to like be like an overly weird fanboy type shit, right? And then we fast forward a couple more years, and this is where like the connection that I feel like I am to Alex Kohler. Like I just happen to be like really down on myself at this period of time, and I was just like scrolling through Instagram or some shit, and then came across his post, and it was like almost verbatim, like word for word, like shit I was thinking about, like mental health issues and just being depressed and like and being in a dark place and not getting help, and like, and it just like didn't resonate with me that like people, like, I had all these celebrities and like people I met, like they're just like me, man, like they're just like me. And it I didn't realize that, you know, at first. And so I was reading through, and just something about like, he said something, he didn't do vocals for a while because he was, you know, down on himself and like going through some stuff, mental. And I took a step back and said that like we're all connected, man. We're all humans, like the people that are you put on these pedestals that are like superstars and shit, they're already superstars, man. And it, I just didn't, man. One day, hopefully, if I get to see Chelsea Grin live, well, Alex doesn't perform with them again. Maybe if I see Alex Kohler and Pablo in some form of the new band that they're doing, I can't remember the name off the top, but they released an album, ironically, on my birthday this year, the 14th, and it sounded just like early Chelsea Grin, and I hope I can, like, one day get in the same room with Paco, not Paco, with the two guys from, and just like see what they remember from that night, because I know they were like, I just couldn't believe it, man. I just like, I'm like what it was is I was getting off from work and like I see the van, I think the tour van with like the the little U-Haul thing in the back, and I'm like, what the fuck? We lived on Colfax in Denver, and for those of you that don't know, Colfax is like a fucking ghetto ass, like the projects street type shit, like bums pissing on the bus type shit. And I was just like, I come home from work and I see that, and I'm like, I think Alex was in the van. I don't think he came in the house, but Pablo came in, and like one of the other dudes from Chelsea Grand came in the house, and they were like smoking with Josh, and I think Jordan too at the time. But I was just so like I said earlier, just so fucking mentally retarded, and just like so anxious and nervous and like afraid to be around people that were like me, and I didn't understand why I was like that. I didn't really understand it at all. But hopefully, like the way things have been interconnecting and the way these pieces have been coming together, there's no doubt in my mind that if they're still making music, I'm gonna be doing a show with them like one day, and maybe we'll relink that whole scenario and see. I need to take a break on the games, because I have so much other shit that I need to let out. So many stories I want to tell. And I already have the seeds planted for that. Throughout the year, this year, the podcast is going to be a thing. It's going to be, I'm going to try to be as professional with it as I can. As of right now, I don't really have like this equipment or like a nice setup or anything like that. So it's kind of, I keep kind of pushing it under the water because it's not ready for me right now, or not ready for me right now. But when it is, fuck. I just want a song to be on here that I can just really get into right now. Because y'all think, I don't know, I don't give a fuck what y'all think about me, honestly, because here's the reality. I don't think about y'all like that. Like, we all got our own shit to deal with, so like, be the best that you can be at whatever the fuck it is you're trying to do, man. Like, whatever it is you're trying to do, just be the best at it. And you're undeniable, you're unstoppable, you're like, you'll be on superstar levels like me. And I'm this is like the series of time where I'm like really humbling myself and like keeping myself down on the pedestal, because I know how big of a superstar I am. I know I'm a shining star. But that rubs people the wrong way a lot of times when they realize, oh, this 30-year-old kid's better than me at something. Like, I don't like that. Like, we'll fucking be better. Like, it's not a competition. I'm not the only person I'm trying to be better than is the better version of myself. Like, any way I can make myself better, That's the only competition I'm in. I don't. I spent so many years just being worthless and not doing anything, and I'm doing my best to not let it bother me now. I'm actually doing a lot better than I was, a few months ago with it, but it's like looking at currently I'm so blessed. I'm thankful and appreciative where I am now, of course, but where I could have been, like if I all this shit that I've been doing and like trying to do, I've had it in me for years, but I've been too shy and too afraid and too like I let other people fucking dictate my future. And like if someone said like you suck, I'm like, yeah, you're right. And then that was it. I accepted it. I folded and took it and like ride under the waves with it. So if you take my hand, I'm on it right away. Away from the monsters in the ballroom and the swaying chandeliers. And another thing that's crazy too is like with all this like Dolby Atmos and like these spatial audio sounds, like all these thousands and thousands of songs that I've heard in my life like sound so much different to me now. Like there's like layer, like I can hear every layer of music, like every note like layered down onto the fucking fabric. And it's 10 years ago, man, buried in the mountains, like me and Jordan, rest in peace, fucking Vic, man, I wish I got to see him before he passed. And Tim, and like he was just kind of in a weird space with his like baby mama or his wife or whatever, and like we were all four of us were like negative, and like we wanted to do it so bad. We were in Denver, Colorado. We were there. We wanted to make the music, but we didn't. And then we just let it kind of encapsulate us and like become a big thing, and like kind of like we all four of us kind of just spread apart and didn't really talk or didn't really like communicate for a few years. And man, fuck, I can't be mad because I did it to myself. Like I knew back then, even I knew I should have been doing what I'm doing now and like putting myself out there and doing shit and making shit happen, but I was just so afraid. And like that's so stupid. Like fuck fear, dude. Fear is a bitch. Like overcome that shit, conquer it, like molest the fuck out of fear and move forward. Like you have to be uncomfortable in situations before you get comfortable in situations. And the fact that I can't change the past, but if you can imagine where you guys have been with me for enough time now that you kind of realize where I'm at and where my head's at. It's definitely not where it was a few years ago. Like I'm on the ball. I'm ready to go. I'm ready to work. I'm ready to do this shit. Ready to make moves. Ready to make money. Ready to stack this bread, make this music, and do all this shit. And I was ready to do that then, but I wasn't. I was so hard on myself. I was like, I hear my voice or like just like a snide comment from somebody wasn't even meant to be like a bad thing. Just kind of like a comment that I took in the wrong direction, I guess, and then just like got in my feelings and I just like, oh, I suck, I'm this. I ain't never gonna be shit. And for 10 years, I wasn't shit, and I was miserable and depressed and compressed, and because I was just existing. I was just like gliding through the plains of life and not really. I didn't give a fuck if I woke up the next morning. I didn't give a fuck if I paid my bills. I didn't give a fuck if like my rent got like if I got kicked out of the place I was living. I didn't care. I did not care about anything. Like nothing had any value to me in my life. And music has always been there, man. Music and wrestling as the two constants in my life where everything else falls under the water, falls under the bridge. I've always had those two things to fall back on. And I've known it for years that I'm a larger than life superstar. And at the time, even I didn't like people coming up to me. I didn't like people bothering me, talking to me, asking me questions, wanting. I didn't give a fuck about none of that. I didn't want to be part of that. I didn't want people to take pictures with me. I didn't want to be in my own pictures. You know what I mean? I didn't want to take my own selfies. I didn't want to exist. I tried to eradicate myself and my entire existence from the planet. And if it wasn't for Jordan Fox, LG too, but on a different level, but he, unfortunately, LG passed. But the Jordan have been, like, we had each other's back, we're pushing each other to do it, and some fucking broad got in the way, and we let that ruin our friendship for a while. We weren't friends, and sucked so bad. Because I fucking knew. Even as a 16-year-old kid with like all these weird thoughts in my head of like where I'm going in the world and what I'm doing, and I always knew I could be more than what I was bound to be at the time, put in this box by other people that their dreams are as boxed as the box that they put me in, and I broke out of it every time someone tried to put me in a box and like label me and put me in this, and it would put so much pressure on me to be like, you have to be this, 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 but like you don't have to be any of that. You just have to be yourself. And I'm trying not to like fucking cry in this moment because it's frustrating. It's that I wasted so much time when I knew for so long that I could be doing this shit. I could be doing this shit. Selling out arenas. Like, I didn't understand when I was younger, like, why do these people want to be around me? Like, why y'all bothering me? Why y'all fucking with me? I don't want to be around me. Why do y'all want to be around me? It's because I fucking omit this light in that I didn't see. Obviously, you don't see yourself. You don't see how you interact with people. You don't see you don't really see the way your existence affects other people's reality. And it's just, I was so bitter and angry for no reason. Just because, like, one little thought said, oh, you're not good enough, and I grabbed that thought and I said, yep, you're right, I'm not. I'm fucking trash. And now, in retrospect, I can say that now, like, confidently, like, oh, I'm garbage, and I know I don't believe that. Like, I know I'm the next Macho Man Randy Savage. But when you're dealing with all that, you know, like an outside pressure, people want you to be a certain way, and you don't know what's right, what's wrong, and you don't know if there's even a point. And I didn't feel like there was for. I owe so much to him, to Fox, because if it wasn't for him, I wouldn't be here right now. 2016 is when my life started going downhill. It was like a balance of like really good things and really bad things happening at the same time. So it was really fucking. It's like 2015 going into 2016. Like, I lost. And this is something we'll talk about later on another video. And actually, we're going to talk with this person on an episode of the podcast about, like, kind of how all these things kind of affected us. But at the time, I just didn't. I thought I lost everything. Like, I finally got the girl of my dreams, and then, like, she didn't want to be with me, and it wasn't. And then I find out years later that it wasn't that she didn't want to be with me, it was that she was involved in this fucking, like, cult fucking thing, and I'm already bad news. Like, anytime any, like, girl's parents would, like, see me with tattoos or whatever and be like, oh yeah, I don't want you dating my daughter, type shit. And so we went our separate ways 2015, and I tried to kill myself in my car. I didn't tell anybody where I was. I didn't tell anybody where I was going. But I don't know, you call it divine intervention or whatever the fuck you want to call it. But it was like, I drove from Russellville to Eureka Springs and tried to start a new life because I thought I'd lost everything, and if it wouldn't have been like it's like him and his grandma found me and whatnot, and that was like when I started to really get like a new lease on life. So okay, you know, things aren't as bad as the way I was perceiving them to be so far. And it just kind of went on, and that kind of loops back to what we were talking about earlier, where we just kind of saw different directions and we went different paths in life, and just, you know, that shit sucked. But I had to all this like loss and tribulations, I had to experience and take it head on and just fucking learn. I mean, that's what it was. Like, it was learning. I was I don't know what the fuck I was learning at the time, but I knew it was something more than what was happening. God damn it, dude. It's so stupid. So it's just, it blows my mind how you can, like, one little tiny thought can just, you can like grab that thought, that little tiny thought, and just disperse a shit garden, grow a big pile of shit. Myself, I can't be seen. I know it's only make believe. My only prayer is that someday you'll care. Oh, so the dreams come true. I want only you. No one will ever know how much I love you so. My heart will never be there for me, but it's only make believe. It's ironic that this song is playing right now. Only Make Believe. I think it was originally done by Conway Twitty. Maybe someone done it before him and he did it, but this version I'm listening to is of the Misfits. Someday you care for me, but it's only make believe. The only is that someday you care. Hopes and dreams come true. My only you. No one will ever know how much I love you so. My eyes, my hopes, and my schemes. My everything, but it's only make believe. I listened to that song by Conway Twitty probably 30 times in a row while I was sitting in the parking lot. I don't remember what parking lot it was. It was like this. I mean, Eureka Springs is not very big, so it wasn't. I just remember sitting in that Impala and just like taking a bunch of pills. Then I went to the liquor store and then got some beer, and I don't remember, it was beer or wine or something, and I was just like listening to that song on a loop and just drinking and just essentially waiting to die. Just laid back in the seat and just, I didn't tell anybody where I was going, I didn't tell anybody anything. And, you know, like I said, if they didn't find me when they did, I wouldn't be here right now. So I owe so much back to all these people that saw something in me when I didn't see anything in myself. And I'm forever grateful for that, because You don't you don't get you don't get like real friends that actually care about you and like want to see you do better. A lot of people like will be your acquaintance, be your buddy or whatever, but they if they think that you're doing better than them, they'll like cut you off or they'll like try to downplay you or like push your shit to the side because they don't want to like it's fucking stupid because there's so much increments for everybody. There's enough for everybody. Dying living proof that I'm dying of living proof that I'm dying. Hi, baby. Oh man, another sad song. Great. And it's late too. It's already 12:30. Not that time matters anymore, man. I've gotten to a point in my life where time really I'm not a slave to the numbers on the clock anymore. But obviously, I still have to be certain places at certain times. But I don't stress about it like I used to. I would like just see like it'd be like it's 1 o'clock in the morning, and then my central nervous system would just shut down and just like tense up and be like, oh my god, you have to wake up in 5 hours to go to work, why? And then instead of like thinking about something that's not that, I would think about that and be miserable and stuck in that fucking chasm of despair. What I used to do. When I laid eyes on you, it was pain before pleasure. And fame. It drops things in the air. You're cold as ice. Longer, baby, baby. There's anything very that no sugar to your touch lips and I turn on my fire. Baby, spread within your flames. If we know my fire. Oh, this is what I was looking for. Jesus Christ. I can't hit Tina's part. She got a high voice. I need to get some more lunch. Hey, buddy. Coming or not? Fucking universe, man. I'm gonna charge all my fucking shit tonight. I need to do that now. Because I will forget. And then it'll be a fucking big deal. And I'm not. Last night, you were standing in a bare night. 1 minute in, but the next you were gone. I thought you could stay, but I was so wrong. The end is near. The game is over. No more pretending. No more. No more. The end is here. 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 Oh, this is a good one too. The universe knows me better than I know myself sometimes. And it's so fucking weird to say that. And like, know that it is true. But like, just random playlists on Spotify, like, I don't know. Those to wear, shorts on my makeup, but the she's hold on her. Then she asked me, if it was to go right, and I said yes. You look wonderful tonight. It's the thing that I'm, I guess, doing is trying to like get a stage presence of sorts because I've never been on stage. I say never, but like very there's only been a couple times in my life, and they didn't go well. Something around with a says yes. It would be alright, and I say yes. I feel wonderful tonight. I feel wonderful now as I say tonight. Turn around, alright, we lost connection here. I knew it was gonna happen soon. It's okay. Your heart so hollow can sell. Dreams are wonders. Still is not over. It's all it is. Life and I could love. Fuck. This isn't like you'll probably whatever talk your shit, whatever you need to do. That's fine. That's great, but I'm gonna have to get used to this. Regardless of what emotion I'm feeling, like encapsulating cameras are gonna be in my face. And I'm gonna have to be able to pull myself together and be a part of that. certain time. Just the think it's been mine. The wrong place by my side. So tell me openly out. So he's excited, same and shout. Into us only until it sleeps. So let me export it, obviously, because it's so filming. I don't know what was all with that crybaby shit. I guess I had to get out. They make us crawl, and I'm frightened by the liquid engineers. I like you. Valerie Hart is sure to smell leather all around the world is like I'm real. Like you. Like you. Man, it's turning on. Now everything is moving. I remember when Poppy did a cover of this for like WWE 2K20. God damn, that game was horrible. But her song was not. Not American to you. My this and that is like God swings otherwise on the wall with you. Who are you? How could I try? That is like I do. There's no one else. They're refusing to love with me. Hey, what's going on? Appreciate you tapping in, big dog. Not a whole lot, my boy. Just reminiscing on some shit. Kind of put me in a weird mood. Music is the soul's sweet symphony. Resounding here at last. From the peace of precious soul. I am again. I can't even, like, it's hard to compress screams, but a sound that's supposed to be like this and compress it down to that. From soul then I am again. This is not the same song. I hate fucking media streaming music. The music industry fucking sucks, man. They're not gonna get me. They're not gonna get my shit. I'll be right back. Unbreakable. Rise. Another story. The one and only time I got to see Static X was in Little Rock, Arkansas. It was like at a festival, like a radio station festival or whatever the fuck. Static X, Black Label Society, Korn, Slipknot, Rob Zombie. I know there was some other bands that I'm not thinking about right now. Mudvayne was there. go, bring up the bases, I wanna get us my home. Go, 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 bring up the bases, I wanna get in my own. I need to get, we're gonna get like all of that shit, all that open space covered up this year. This is gonna get done. I'm gonna do some more shit on my fingers. This is gonna be a fucking huge year, man. It's already is. Say what's it on? What's on? There'll be the spotting on the bird. There'll be the spotting of every bird. Very well. We're gonna also do like some covers where I'm using my full range of vocals and not just like compressed vocals. This album, A Matter of Life and Death by Iron Maiden. Oh, that's another timeless classic that's like etched into my soul. Let's say in every country when you say you're leaving. What's on the mother toilet for it to your hole? The kill the dreamer. That's all it sails. It's sailed into the war. For the passion, for the glory, for the terrorists, for the furious, for the soldier, for the soldier, on service, on side, far away from the land and us, far away. Was under way at the colors before the colors don't run the cold bloody war. Ooh. It's just like the way that it just connects to my soul, man. It just feels like it just like pick up a guitar and just look Bruce Dickinson right in the face as he's singing and I'm fucking playing guitar. I don't know how to play guitar at all, but I know I can pick it up. I know I can do it. I overload myself when I try to learn shit and I don't learn it the right way. You're a soldier for your country. What's the difference? What the same? Far away from the land of the lost, wave a flag and suffer alone. We sail away like our fathers before. Let these swallows don't run the cold bloody war. Just get my soul touch. Fuck it, she's in a bucket because these fuckers could never trust us in the midst of the fucking being of the ruckus and the concussion. This punk a fucking concussion where they punk is really up like a bad preacher. Forward, giving with these rap assaults and killing raw. My killing one of them is happening now. Short the ass, shorty's getting mass out of the gas I flow. Daddy pips and laughing the bill, dashing over them. Passing the blast in the face, laughing. I should have first. I'm the coldest seeking, you are the whole seeking. Well, like always beacon, we're beacon back to the Olive Garden. Whether like Paul McCartney, whether or every time I see it, on the armor sparkly, never knock it off it, and like just off it. Flirting with the blunt before I lick it. She's serving out of cards and she can serve as an apprentice. Her blunts rolling sleeves for her. She has such. Rather rhetoric offensive, I have better offensive, but it's a Frigidaire, freeze of shit. There, we just hit off, waiting, eat a shit, go on, she's off with, off, 3 and 6. OF, gonna be just tense, eat a dick, bitch. also like getting myself ready for tomorrow because I know I'm not gonna want to wake up when I need to, and I don't want to be rushed. So I'm just getting as ready as I can be to go to work tomorrow before I go. Lights with arrows. Yawns again. I watched you die with a humble side. And I follow. Rise and slumber. Moist his eyes again. He opens up the eyes. Sees the ghost again. We're dying. There is no realm like simply cannot use. Is that an Iverson? But I really it's half. Just look in his eyes, see what those things I see cannot deny. I feel like I'm fucking what? I need to go to a chiropractor or a fucking some type of doctor that can tell me if my fucking shit's fucked up, because I don't know. I just feel sus. like my insides, I feel like I'm like too small for, or like too big for the skin. I mean, I don't know how that makes sense, but whatever. Hell. With the wings on fire. Looking sober, ducking king out of cobra. No hand them in them, open my hand to women. Bitch, I'm in there. Fucking off fast and spend it. These countries. Bitch, just go, kitchen. Tad it with golf, and just go, just got the headset. Back with a spinal tap, yoga flex, water soda flat. Oh. You stick to the script, how I get to the facts. Train conductor, the words of the instructor, the roof's on fire like DJ Khaled tour bus. I'm smoking a weed as high as a kite. But flight, for life, the hybrid, listen to the hype. Roll different. I don't like icons and so on. Icons and bygons and psychons and so on. I'm ready to do some covers. I'm gonna be bringing those to you guys pretty soon. As shitty as they sound now, you can hate and all the bullshit. I don't care about none of that. I'm putting that out there for myself, and then so when I get better, I can look back and be like, yo, I used to sound like this, but now I sound like this. Oh shit, Crossburner by Dillinger Escape Plan. That's a good one. I want to like get my fucking juices jumping. Which I don't really need that to be a thing right now. not okay. You're sorry that yourself far away. Sunny, lots of far away. Saw you sail away. Sorry, this is not okay.